We good?
We are good. Hello, everyone.
Live.
Woo.
Right, we're going to be huffing and puffing all the way through this, my friends, because it is so hot here, and we are inside a metal tin. So it's pretty warm.
Yep.
Pretty warm indeed. Is this going to start playing? No. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So hello. Yeah, this is our first live stream on this channel.
It is. Yeah, we have missed you guys. Hopefully you've missed us. Yeah. Sorry, we're sweating a lot. It's very warm, and we have. If we put fans on, then you guys aren't going to hear us. So we're just going to suffer.
And I am not good with heat. So.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the comments. What's up, Nick? How's it going? We've got a lot of comments already. People arguing. No arguing here, please, guys. That's, we're all here to share our love for Tolkien. And mainly, if you haven't seen, there has been some big announcements and confirmations of certain rumours regarding the Amazon on Prime show. So we're here to discuss that. We're going to discuss everything that we've read. If you don't know, this is from the onering.net, which is usually a pretty reliable source of information. So feel free to pull up their website and read along with us. This is nice. Okay, we'll give it a minute or two.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, answer some questions. Orc Boss, good morning.
So how's everyone feeling? Because obviously we haven't done we used to do the 10,000 subscriber live streams, which we haven't done any of, and we're actually approaching 30,000 now on this channel, which is awesome. But yeah, so we're kind of wondering whether we maybe do some bigger milestone ones and just do more of these general ones when there's news, which hopefully as we approach the show will mean that there could be more and more, as opposed just to doing every 10,000. So let us know what you kind of think of that.
Yeah, we'd love to know. We do love doing these live streams, but fitting them in is tough. Especially, our biggest audience is in America, I believe, and fitting a stream in for you guys in America that fits in well with our schedule here is a nightmare, as you can imagine. So yeah, let us know. We've been missed, thank you very much, Shlomo Lipton. We require volunteer moderators. Yeah, potentially. Thing is, we can't guarantee who's going to be in for each stream, and we do stream at different times. And
it's like this one we decided to do about 3 hours ago, so it's not like there was much warning.
No. Marcus Armstrong, how's it going? Nice to see you too. Or your name at least. Okay, I'm going to skip a bunch of these comments because there's some silly ones.
You carry on. I can hear a voice echoing in the distance, and I think a computer's playing it. So let me just turn that up.
No, right, okay. I just accidentally locked the iPad. Bear with us, guys. It's hard to function in this heat. Lads. Hello from the Shire. Hello from Wales. Jamie Gregg, hello, how's it going? Thomas, love from Lithuania. Wow. Far and wide. Good morning from Texas. Good morning, Abraham. How's it going? Anyone else feel tired? Yes, I feel very tired. It's so hard to function in this. We're used to cold Welsh weather. Cold, windy Welsh weather.
Yes.
Christian, love you guys. You keep Middle-earth lore alive in me. Hello from Guatemala. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Love you too. Hello from France. Hello from Greece. Morning from Denmark. Hey, shout out Denmark. Cheers from Slovenia. Hi from Amsterdam, Michigan, Germany, Kansas City, Dublin. Whoa, this is a big one. New York, Germany, Cyprus, South Africa, Iran. This is insane.
Is there anywhere that there isn't someone from?
Australia, Chicago, Hungary. I don't even know what that is. Canada, New York, Denmark gang rise up. Netherlands, Manchester, Indiana, Wyoming, England, Connecticut, Romania, Netherlands, Italy, Finland, Montenegro, Montreal, Slovakia, Seattle, Illinois,
Antarctica.
Sri Lanka, Ireland, Valinor. Wow.
Oh.
You have come from far. Woo. Florida, Italy, India, Portugal, Indiana, Antarctica. I don't think we can keep going with this. Argentina, Mexico, Massachusetts, Mars. Wow. Okay. Hello. Right. Welcome back, everyone. Let's crack into some news. There's 216 of you here, so I think that's a good amount to start talking Lord of the Rings. Okay, so those of you that don't know, Amazon Studios' The Lord of the Rings Second A series has been notoriously secretive. I'm just reading the OneRing.net if you don't know. During the 18-month production, that's a long shoot.
That really
It's a
is.
very long shoot. But inside info is finally trickling out of the billion-dollar series thanks to anonymous spy reports coming out of New Zealand. We being the One Ring, have been able to verify most of today's reports as currently accurate per sources that are involved with the productions.
Before we crack on too much, did you hear that supposedly, is it Jeff Bezos? He's the Amazon guy. Yeah, probably mix the names. He stepped down as chairman of Amazon to concentrate on the Amazon Studio side. Which means, supposedly, one of his biggest things is the Lord of the Rings show, which you can imagine the amount of money that they've spent. Like, they cannot have this fail or be received badly.
No,
this has got to be
true.
their,
Yeah.
this has got to be the pinnacle of what they do.
Yeah.
But supposedly, he's actually stepped down and he's concentrating on that. Now, I don't know if that's completely true, but I remember reading it, so I hope it's true, because it could be a good sign. I'm not saying...
Well, even if the show itself and the production runs out of money, I'm sure he's got plenty. A couple of bill here and there is not going to even, slightly
drop in
his
the
pockets.
ocean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the life of some.
But you guys, a lot of you have been panicking, and we've had thousands of comments over this channel on History of the Ages over the last however long, with lots of worries and concerns over this show. But as we get through this article now and we get through these rumours, I think a lot of you will feel a little better. So I certainly do. So where do we start? So law, legal rights, and the Tolkien estate. Let's start there. I think it's easiest I just read to you, so then we're all on the same page. First off, we're hearing that the Tolkien estate is very happy with how things are progressing. Seems they really are involved in this production, more involved in this production than any previous Lord of the Rings adaptation ever, including the animated version from 1978. That's interesting. And the 6th Middle-earth films from Peter Jackson. Very interesting. So this technically should be more authentic, accurate, and I don't want to use the word respectful, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, just closer to the original sources, I guess.
The overall plan for the show has instilled confidence in the production, and more story rights have been assigned to the show. And that's big. It's been notoriously difficult for the Tolkien estate to sign over the rights for the Silmarillion to anyone, including Peter Jackson and New Line Cinema. So, moving on, this is big news. Confirmed, for the first time ever, elements and passages from the Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales are licensed by Amazon Studios for this adaptation. The One Ring are assuming that those sections are relative to Numenor and the Rings of Power, including full rights to stories licensed in the appendices of the Lord of the Rings, which already mention Numenor and much more. That's exciting. Having the rights to the Silmarillion opens so many more doors. Through flashbacks and also creative license within the Second Age. Yeah,
I mean, just the fact it's the first time ever is insane.
Yes.
And you would think, like, the whole thing with the Tolkien estate was always they were quite reluctant, like you said, to actually give up rights. So then to give it up to a studio like Amazon, I mean, there are going to be people who just basically say, money talks, and that's that. It's basically Amazon just went with them basically a blank check and went, what do you want?
Yeah.
And that might be the case, but the bit we'll get onto in a minute is kind of what keeps my hopes high.
Yeah. There's lots of questions coming in. Do we know when this will be released? I think we'll get through the whole article first, because a lot of the questions will be answered in this. So next point here is Amazon does have merchandising rights. So I'm assuming we're going to see a ton of merchandise coming with this show.
More things to collect.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully we can get some sent to us. With anything, especially something that has cost around $1 billion to create, you're going to want to make as much money off that as possible. So I'm assuming they'll probably go down the Disney route of just merchandising everything.
Yes.
Next point, 3 law experts / Tolkien scholars were on set for the time during production. So that's good. We don't know who those scholars are. I know Tom Shippey was involved for a while.
He was involved and then left, and that's still a grey area, really. Nobody's really confirmed, denied whether it was good or bad or anything, really. So whether he's counted in those 3 or it's 3 apart from him because he's not counted in, we don't know any more than that. But I would say that's a fairly good sign. Yeah. So long as they would listen to. And it's not a token gesture just to be like, oh, they were there.
Well, I would put 2 and 2 together here, knowing that there were Tolkien scholars and law experts on set, and that the Tolkien estate are very happy with how things are progressing. I think this is a very, very good sign. Yes, and final point is Tolkien estate are very happy.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones for me, is the fact that actually they are happy, which is don't want it to come across like I'm insulting them, but they don't tend to be happy with things made.
It's true. It's not only
Like they weren't happy with Peter Jackson's, were they?
I don't
to a
think so.
degree.
Or some members of the family
Yeah.
weren't.
So, and look how they are received and how they are held up in such high regard. And
Yeah. Christopher Tolkien famously did not like them.
yeah,
So
which you can understand when you see the differences, but that's a whole other subject to go into.
someone said I'm excited to see a young Aragorn. Aragorn will not feature in this show. It's set in the Second Age, long before Aragorn was born.
Yes.
Yeah, the other thing we got to remember is that the Tolkien estate sold the rights, $250 million or whatever. So I'm assuming that gives Amazon exclusive rights to all profits. So I don't think that the Tolkien estate will benefit financially if this is a success.
I imagine they will a bit.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
probably it's going to be one of those like
It'll be a knock-on effect.
yeah,
but
it's like a couple of percent.
directly, I don't think they benefit directly
Yeah.
through its success. So there's no need for them to lie and be like, oh, it's good, I'm happy with it. You know, I think if it was bad, they'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to production details. So this article states that men, elves, and dwarves have their own sequestered production units for the different free peoples. This intriguing bit rather suggests the narrative might be constructed across wide time jumps or told from pockets of different historical viewpoints, perhaps even an anthology approach, rotating characters from the various free peoples all reacting to the same thing, or just not cooperating with each other in Season 1. But over what timelines we still do not know. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like this idea, partly because, okay, before anyone kicks off, I'm going to compare this slightly to Game of Thrones, but earlier on.
Ooh.
So earlier on, it's like you had the different families doing their different stories, and then when they came together, it was always like a really, like, it's a moment you waited for. So I kind of like the idea that separate stories are going on that obviously all have one overarching narrative as such.
Yeah.
And then they have to come together at different points and parts, and
Yeah, I think that works.
I like that as opposed to always being focused on just this one core group for the entire thing, especially with a show that hopefully as big as it is.
Yes,
It-
I totally agree.
I think it'll help make the world feel as big as it should, and not as though everything goes on in this one little town. Like
Yes.
some things do.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Elliot, is there a news article for this news? Yes, we're reading directly off the onering.net, so if you want to have a look with us or have a look in your own time, head over to there. Marcus agrees with you, James. Yeah, I agree too. For sure. Okay, moving on. Scripts are only digitally shared among actors and crew under draconian control mechanisms to track any persons who could access them.
See, I like that.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Like-
I don't want any leaks.
As much as it is like the whole idea of spoilers, and if they were out there, I would struggle to not look.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the whole thing of like, if I could go back and watch The Lord of the Rings in the cinema for the first time again,
Yeah.
I would snap someone's arm off for that chance. So I couldn't bear for this to be spoiled without being able to watch it.
Yeah.
But obviously that will always happen if there's a possibility.
I agree. Tom's asking what's the news. We're currently going through it right now. Elliot, can someone link the article? Just Google The One Ring or theonering.net. It's the very first thing on their homepage. Okay, so this next point I think is crazy, and it goes to show just how much money is going into this project, and that they're really sparing no expense. It's insane. So apparently there is a fake production team shooting decoy footage on fake sets completely unrelated to the real production, thus making some reports of location sightings false leads by tricksy hobbitses. Yeah, which is insane. They really don't want anything getting out to the point where they are shooting fake scenes on fake sets.
Yeah.
Like, if you've worked on a big, budget film production in the past, you know how much it costs even to make small sets, or you have an idea. So the fact that they're sending entire crews to these fake sets to shoot fake scenes just to kind of turn heads the wrong way is insane.
I feel like we could have done a great job of that.
Yeah, why didn't they hire us?
They
for
should
that?
have just let us make our film on a fake set for them, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, so and so's happening."
Can you imagine that? They send us to a fake set, and you're like, here's a mill, just go and make something fake.
Yeah.
And then they see it and they're like, ooh, maybe we should release this one instead. Because that's what would happen.
Are you planning on doing the same for your fan film?
Yes, Marcus.
Yes, if we have one hell of a donation, sure.
Yeah, if we had $1 billion, we could definitely hire a fake crew to send eyes the wrong way. Sam G, wow, that's crazy. Yes, it certainly is, Sam. Also, how are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, next point. So the main unit wrapped shooting in April 2021, while many actors are back in the UK or are now on other productions. So we wrapped 2 months ago. I think they wrapped 2 months ago. So you'd assume that we'd be getting something, maybe not a trailer, but anything, a teaser, character designs, set pictures, something, anything.
But that's the thing these days, with the standard of like CGI and stuff, you don't even need to really have shot anything for a teaser.
No.
Like, just, I just want something, please.
Yeah. Dwiz, do you have any Lord of the Rings tattoos? Yes, I have 2. I have the Shards of Narsil on my calf and a Berserker helmet on my quad.
Okay.
Okay, next point. J.A. Bayona, the director, his episodes are a standalone entry point to the series, which will act like a feature film. So essentially, I guess the opening 2 episodes, is it?
Yeah, I think he did the first
opening 2 will essentially be a movie. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know.
This article has got me very excited.
Yeah, it's like what a lot of series do for like their finale. They'll make it into a extra long kind of thing. It looks like they're doing it to start, which is just amazing.
Yeah. And again, we all know with the amount of money and eyes and pressure, I guess, that's on this show, a movie style entry to it is the right way to go. Tom again asking what is the news. Again, buddy, we are going through it right now during this video. There's lots of points to get through.
Okay, what's next?
Yeah, Sam, I totally agree with you there, mate. Next, there are more incredible directors and big stars yet to be announced. So, if you follow the show on Instagram, they do regularly announce new cast members, but we don't know what level of cast they are. They could just be one-line parts. You know, we don't know. Everyone's been going, oh, like we even did a video on it when it first got announced. Like that could be a good young Elrond, and that's good Galadriel and Gil-galad and Celebrimbor, Sauron. We went through that, but they never said that these are the main characters. I don't think. So it's good to know that there's more incredible directors and big stars yet to be announced. I think if some big credible actors signed on, I think that does give the show a little bit more credibility.
Yeah.
Next point, Lord of the Rings and Wheel of Time are sharing a crew and directors. That's interesting. Do you know anything about Wheel of Time?
No, I know it's supposed to be good. It's another show that is supposed to like have a big following, like being excited for it. But personally, I don't know anything about Wheel of Time to really say anything about it.
Do you guys know anything about this show? I don't. I am so shiny. Do we participate in this series production thing? Sadly not.
Yeah,
it's worth $1 billion. I don't think they need us.
So this next point is a massive one.
Yes, this is huge. So they are aiming for a mid-2022 release, and that's only one short year away, and must mean that the pressure on post-production is remarkable. So if everything goes to plan, we are 1 year away from the series launching, which again makes me think that at some point we will get a teaser in the next few months.
Yeah.
Are there any big Comic-Cons coming up? Like, when would they announce something like that?
I don't know, to be honest. It could be any time. For something of this scale, I don't think it even matters to them. Like, they'll probably find some good time to do it.
Yeah.
Like your Super Bowl type advert. Who knows? But yeah, that's the thing. 1 year now. It feels like, it has been so long.
It has.
But one more year. That's all we gotta wait for it to come out.
Sean, whack a fan on, lads. We don't mind the noise. It's okay.
Are we still here? And then the stream died. I think we're back.
Are we here?
Let me just see. Can anyone see us?
Put a comment. Now we're back.
Double check, but I shouldn't be. I turned the Wi-Fi off on it. It might be back up now.
It's on here. No. Oh. Are we okay? Are we on? Are we in? Now you're back. Some sweat got in the room there. Yeah. Okay, we're good, James. We're good.
We are good. Yeah, it was off anyway, so.
I'm soaking. This is ridiculous.
Wait. How loud is this for everyone?
Okay. Feedback on noise. Is that loud? Someone just asked, do we like Amon Amarth? They're actually one of my favourite bands. What's the sound like, guys? Oh, that's so nice.
Is it?
Yeah. It's doable. No. Good. Pretty loud. Oh, I'll just turn it off.
Turn it off?
Yeah. Sorry, we'll do another 10 minutes and then we'll get out of here. Okay, so where was I? Last bit of news. Some halflings are dark-skinned precursors to Shire hobbits, quite possibly one of 3 somewhat different breeds, maybe half-foots. As described by Tolkien in the prologue to Lord of the Rings concerning hobbits, page 12, they were browner of skin, and also they moved westward early, alluding to a time in their wandering days, or perhaps earlier when they kept no records of their journeys over the misty mountains westward, which may explain a little of why any early antecedents of pre-Shire migration hobbits would appear here in the Second Age instead of the Third Age. So again, for all the people that were complaining about the skin colour of some of the cast, which again, just
Baffling.
just stay away. 12 in the chapter concerning hobbits. So go and read that before you start judging.
Yes.
Okay, it's likely that Sir Lenny Henry will portray one such early halfling. So for those of you that were, again, complaining about that casting, there we go. Next point, Celebrimbor the Ringmaker has been recast.
I think this is quite a big one.
This is a big one. You'd assume, with the timing of the show, the setting, that...
He's going to be a big character in it.
Yeah. Devin, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, you'd assume that he'd have a big role, so recasting him is huge.
Yeah, because originally it was that Tom Budge who was in the role, which if you saw the announcement pictures, he's got like his hand here with a ring, if you don't know which one he is. So I don't know if that means he's not on the show at all, or he's been... I'm assuming that means he's not in it at all, as opposed to being given a different role. But yeah, he was one of the first announced, and now he's gone.
Yeah, crazy. Now, this next one is kind of funny, but also a bit petty. So, certain creatures in the show are going to be referred to as ice trolls because they can't be called cave trolls due to licensing issues and restrictions with Warner Brothers, who I guess still have the rights to certain aspects. So, yeah, that's crazy.
And that's one thing we do understand about, not being able to call things certain things because of people.
Josh said the new Lord of the Rings game is in the App Store for mobile. Is it actually in the UK now? Because
no, it was America. The window. It wasn't on app like the Apple App Store.
Okay,
So,
okay.
But yeah, it's not in the UK yet for us. Sad.
What's going on? Who's being blocked?
If they're going to be blocked, let's just ignore them. Okay, this next one is a big one.
This is a big one, yeah. This is something, again, that there were many complaints about. We had so many messages with people asking us to back petitions to try and shut down the show due to these rumours, which, again, get a grip. So, if you all remember back to maybe this time last year, roughly, I guess, there was a call by Amazon to hire a nudity coordinator for a New Zealand-based production.
Yes.
So everyone instantly went crazy. Oh my God, they're sexualizing Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's works, trying to make it Game of Thrones. Let's shut this show down immediately. So, yeah, this has now been confirmed that nudity is sparse and not sexualized.
Yes.
It's rather being used with an artistic choice that represents very dark thematic material suggestive of concentration camp type visuals of victims, a harrowing portrayal of the corruption of the elves by dark powers to ultimately become orcs. Now, if you're still complaining about that, it's just insane because this sounds real, this sounds amazing, this is what Tolkien's earlier age works are about. It's dark, it's gruesome.
Yes.
We predicted, our theory when they first announced the nudity was it was going to be sacrifices to Morgoth.
Yes.
Things like that. So concentration camps, things like that. Similar. Yes. I'm fully on board with this, and hopefully those of you that were doubting the show, that might put your worries at ease a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of you are saying this sounds better, sounds good. Clickbait? How is this video clickbait? Okay. We've literally gone over about 6 huge pieces of news and you're calling it clickbait. Is Netflix going to show the Amazon series? Nope, it's Amazon are going to show it. Sound is bad. Sorry, the heat seems to be messing with the connection for some reason.
Okay, so we've only got a couple of points left, so...
Yeah. So this one is the only one of the ones that I'm not sure how I feel about. Elves will have short/shorter hairstyles. I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
See, personally, that doesn't bother me.
If it looks cool on that, I'm all good. I'm all game. Yeah, and then the last one now is that Sauron/Anatar will not be revealed in season 1. Going with the oldest axiom of show business: always leave them wanting more. Hard to argue with that. James and I were talking about this earlier, and a possible theory that we had is obviously there needs to be some kind of villain in this series in season 1, and because of the setting, it potentially could make sense that one of the bad guys is perhaps some king or lord of power that's kind of, I don't know, causing issues and havoc amongst Numenor. And at the end of the season, it's revealed that this person is given a ring of power by his leader or whatever, aka being one of the Nazgul. I think that would be a cool little twist, and it makes sense for potentially even the Witch King to be anonymously the main bad guy for the first season.
Yep, yeah, it'd be very interesting to see though. I guess they're going to want to pick something that's not going to be obvious straight away. I think they will want to like that kind of idea of introducing someone who might not be who we think it is straight away. And personally, I think as much as they say that, I think they will reveal Sauron or Anatar at some probably in the last shot of season 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he won't be there at all. I just think it'll literally be at the very, very end.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because that does the same thing, really. It teases you and it leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, I agree. We've had some comments on your sunburn, by the way.
Oh, I know. It's absolutely appalling, isn't it? Wait, if you do that, then it's even worse. It's like...
He is literally Neapolitan.
Look, it's just... Yeah.
Someone said... do we have a release date yet? Middle of 2022.
Yes.
So about a year, we're thinking. I hope the Witch King is in it. Yeah, I hope so too. Could be hiding in plain sight. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a good theory. Will we see Ungoliant? I don't think so. Oh, damn, James.
This is quite good for me, actually. I usually burn worse than this.
James burns in the snow, genuinely. Will we see Celebrimbor? Yes, we will see Celebrimbor. If you only just joined, we did state earlier that he has been recast.
Yes.
So Tom Budge was originally in the role, and he's been recast and his scenes reshot. So yes, we'll definitely be seeing Celebrimbor.
Yes.
We want to see Gil-galad as a main character. I personally certainly do hope that Gil-galad is amongst the main cast. He's an epic character, and certainly in the Second Age is a super, super important one. So I hope we will see him. They need to remake Lord of the Rings Third Age. Yes, that was a great game.
Will we see the 2 blue wizards finally?
I don't think so.
I mean, it was very unlikely, but now they've got the Silmarillion Unfinished Tales. There's half a possibility, but I'd be very surprised if it happens anywhere early on.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, personally.
But at the same time, though, their first appearance is basically when Sauron finishes making the One Ring. So timing-wise, there could be
it's possible
something, but who knows?
Hey Matt, how's it going? Hope you're well. Is there going to be much about Numenor and the Fall? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be the main focus of the show, if I'm honest.
Yep.
Gil-galad and Elendil, please do not ruin it. No, I agree. It'd be great if they're both in it. Do we think we'll get to see Orifer and Thranduil? I very much hope so. That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Will we see the transformation of men into Nazgul? Again, that was our theory. I do think that would be a good idea for almost like an anonymous, not anonymous, like a present villain that at the end the twist is, oh, they now have a ring. Oh, okay, they're Nazgul.
I could even see it being like someone who was good, who gets corrupted a bit, turns to the evil side, and then goes too far. Like, it's one of those. When you start off with, you think he's actually going to be a good guy, and then the twists happen and so forth.
Galadriel. Yeah, they will have Galadriel, I'm pretty sure. Hi, Craig. Josh Pete, love you guys, but Rise of War is in App Store, but it's in beta stage at the moment. I live in UK and have it myself.
Yeah.
That's weird. I literally looked like, what, 2 days ago?
Unless it's like just come on.
Maybe. You can look at some questions. I'm going to Google it.
Do you think the show will be darker than the Peter Jackson trilogy? Yeah, I imagine so. Well, I think there's definitely going to be darker sections to it. I mean, like they were saying in that article, they concentration camp type scenarios are going to be shot, so you can't really do that in a light-hearted way. So yeah, I definitely think it will be darker. But
no, it's not out over here.
But yeah, I think it will be good. Dark or light.
No, definitely not. So annoying, I want to play it.
Do you think season 1 is about Numenor? I think a lot of the show is about Numenor, so...
Timbo Took, I'm worried that no one will complain about the show.
Yeah, no. Me too.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Honestly. We all just automatically love anything Amazon do, so...
Laura does not want violence porn in the style of Game of Thrones. Well, we covered that about 10 minutes ago. They've confirmed that the nudity is not sexualized and it's based on concentration camps, so don't panic.
Yep. Series... Oh, it's great. Is the series going to end at the Battle of Dagorlad? It could make sense to.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, and it's whether they want to push things further. I think it will very much depend on how it's received, and then they'll end up doing spin-offs and stuff anyway, so it'll never really end if it goes well, I don't know.
I hope not. But you just said concentration camps. Yeah?
Yeah, that doesn't mean like violent porn. That's just...
No, it means like they're going to
just nudity, like they've been stripped down of their clothes and
yeah, and they're going to get tortured into being orcs, essentially, is what the vibe we're getting from it.
There's no... From what we gather, there's no like sex in that at all.
No. I hope to see Talion. Talion. Cool. Okay. Will the Amazon show be R-rated? I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Oh, I'm hot.
Female orcs are coming.
A lot of people have this misconception that Lord of the Rings is the whole universe. Yeah, you're right. And calling this show Lord of the Rings on Prime is a little misleading because Lord of the Rings is obviously set within the third age and this show is set within the second age. But calling it Lord of the Rings on Prime kind of makes sense because it's about the lead up to the creation of the rings. Or so we believe. So
which it basically obviously shows you it's about Sauron, who is the Lord of the Rings. Albeit. Seen that thing? I think you said to me about it, where it's like you see a breakdown of what had the ring for the longest, and the true Lord of the Rings, or the Lord of the One Ring, is the river.
Yes.
Because that had it for more time than anything else.
It's true. Denise, trying to keep an open mind, wait and see and enjoy. 100% agree. People are panicking so much about every single announcement. Hopefully the stuff today has put your mind at ease. But no matter what gets announced, no matter how much it worries me, I'm still going to watch and I'll make my own judgment when I see it. And I suggest everyone does the same. Don't judge a book by its cover. All rumours. Okay, where are we at? 34 minutes? Guys, well that's like another minute of questions and then I need to go and change my clothes because I am soaking. It's so warm in here. And we've turned the fans off and closed the door, so we have suffered to talk to you guys. And it was worth it. Yes, we are panicking, but people making jokes made me a bit calmer. Don't panic. Don't panic. Yeah. Like we said at the start, there's lots of Tolkien scholars and experts, lore experts on set, and the Tolkien estate have confirmed they are very happy with the show and how it's progressing. So if that doesn't give you a sense of comfort, I don't know what will.
To be honest, panicking is not going to change anything. No. Panic or not, you're going to get the same show when it comes out in a year. Nothing will change until potentially it comes out. So why waste the time in worrying?
Yeah.
Just, sorry. Are you? I swear a comment just popped up saying, "Are you too romantically involved?" Thank you for asking it in that way, but no.
No.
We are romantically involved with other people.
Yes. James has 2 kids. No. We do get asked that a lot though. But yeah. It's a hell of a compliment to you, man.
If you say so.
I just saw a question and I can't scroll. Oh, there we go. My hand's so sweaty it won't.
I've gone through all that in just this stream.
Nice. Samuel Taylor. Yes, it looks like it will be pretty faithful for the entire thing. It's in Amazon's best interest to make something good. 100%. Yeah. Why would they spend $1 billion to make something they know the fandom won't enjoy?
Are you worried on how it might affect the previous works? No.
Does it have any effect on the previous works? They still exist.
Yeah, they still exist. I mean, we said it before. The same way Star Wars, in my opinion, the sequel trilogy, kind of forget about it. But that doesn't stop what came before it. I can enjoy those and just have a cut-off point.
Yeah.
Like, pardon me. The same way that Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings is kind of its own universe. It does, obviously, it adapts things, so it's not technically the same universe as the books. It's its adapted universe. And I believe that Amazon's isn't going to be anything to do with that New Line universe. It's its own one again, which again is casting-wise why they're not, I believe, going for any of the same actors. So, yeah, it's just another telling of it. It's like...
Audio and video out of sync.
Oh.
It broke.
Oh, dear. Maybe that's a good time to end then.
Yeah. Yep. Basically, if this stream has gone all dodgy, then reboot. We'll just write it off. Guys, if it's out of sync, just listen. Thank you so much for tuning in to our first live stream on the Broken Sword. If you would like to see more of these, then please let us know in the comments down below, not just the live chat, because that's about to be gone. So let us know in the comments if you want to see more of these, and if you think we should just do it for news announcements like this, or if we should just do them for Q&As, chats like we used to. Let us know.
Yeah, I like the idea of doing it as topics. If we have a topic to discuss that week or something, then or however often. Yeah.
It's been months since we've done this, so that was really, really fun. But I need to go and get out my clothes, because I'm literally melting.
Yeah.
I think I've lost about half my body weight.
I need to lose another half.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time on The Broken Sword.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And the awkward goodbye part.